You can take a guy like Canelo. This guy can do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
Floyd Mayweather has once again shaken up the boxing world by calling out Terence Crawford right after Canelo Alvarez's latest fight. Famous for his unmatched confidence and undefeated record, Mayweather made it clear that he's ready to return to the ring for another big showdown. Fans and analysts are now buzzing about the possibility of him facing Crawford, who is widely seen as one of the toughest pound-for-pound fighters in sport. This potential matchup has added a fresh wave of excitement and speculation to the ever-changing world of boxing, and the tension is already building.
Let me ask you though, Canelo this week actually said something interesting. He goes that Crawford's a better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like he is?
I think he's more all-rounded in some ways, but Mayweather was so good at certain things that made him impossible to beat. He really stuck to his niche of style, where Crawford kind of tries to fight the more honest, I guess, exciting, traditional way, being there, just moving out the way, landing the shot, where Mayweather would have you dancing around him and chasing him and falling short and falling in and countering the life out of you, and knew and understood 10-9 rounds better than anyone else. You only have to win 7-10-9 rounds clear and you've won the fight as long as you don't get put down. And obviously he never really got put down. I know there's a few question marks, but for all intents and purposes never got put down, and he was the best, one of the best to ever do it. It's very hard to go a whole career undefeated.
Terence "Bud" Crawford protected his unbeaten record by defeating Canelo Alvarez through a unanimous decision, becoming the undisputed super middleweight champion. The fight took place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on September 13th, 2025, and was one of the most anticipated matchups of the year. Crawford moved up 2 weight classes for this challenge and entered the ring full of confidence. Even though Canelo was naturally bigger and known for his power, Crawford controlled the pace of the fight, using sharp boxing skills, quick footwork, and clean combinations to cancel out that advantage.
What did you think? What did you think of the fight?
Man, I loved it, man. I loved the fight, man. I loved the fight. I did not know how it was going to go. I didn't think the weight was going to be a problem for Terence Crawford. I'm on record as saying I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but it stood to be seen. It needed to be seen, and I knew we would have known after the first, second, or third round. You feel what I'm saying? And when I seen how Canelo was respecting his jab and how Canelo was respecting his power from the very beginning, I knew how it was going to go. And I knew that Bud was only going to get stronger and get bolder and, start to wear him down, because Canelo is known to start to wear a little bit in the later round.
Everyone said that Crawford was not going to exchange tonight, and he traded with Canelo up close.
Man, Bud is the best, man. Bud is the best. I've been on wax and saying that, Bud. I've been on wax and saying that for a couple of years now. I bet against Bud on Spence. I bet against Bud on Porter. I didn't think that Bud was the best. I got to give it to him. Bud the best, but he's hands down. He's the best. He's the best right now. I don't think nobody need to question him no more. I mean, you kind of got to give him his respect no matter what. You got to give him his respect. He just went up 2 weight classes what people said he couldn't do. He's doing everything that people say he can't do, and he is doing it with ease.
Right.
You got to respect that.
Break it down for me. How did he win that fight in the way he won it tonight?
He won the fight by gaining Canelo's respect. I think he was already in Canelo's head a little bit. I think that even though Canelo knew he was smaller and everything else, these fighters are still humans and they hear what the people are saying. Canelo was, Crawford was undefeated. Look at what he did to Spence. I mean, look at what he's doing to some of these people. So no matter what, I mean, you have to take that into consideration.
For this fight, Floyd Mayweather Jr. put his money on Terence Crawford, trusting his skills and believing he could beat Canelo Alvarez. Even though Crawford was seen as the underdog, Mayweather placed a $50,000 bet on him to win at plus 148 odds. When Crawford won by unanimous decision, Mayweather's gamble paid off big, earning him $124,000. This bet not only showed Mayweather's confidence in Crawford, but also highlighted his sharp understanding of boxing and its dynamics.
Check this out, guys. Floyd Money Mayweather just shared on social media that he bet $50,000 on Crawford to win, and he won $75,000 back. So Crawford made Mayweather $74,000. Most people that I talked to were betting on Canelo. A few people bet on Crawford. How much money did you win on Crawford? $200 here, $200 there. But most people that I know bet on Canelo. And we'll hear from Canelo. We're going to hear from Crawford. And I'll keep you guys posted. But right now, Floyd Money Mayweather bet on Crawford and make some money. What do you want to see Crawford do next? What do you want to see Canelo do next? Let me know. Definitely interesting developments here tonight. When I watched the fight live, I thought Canelo won. I think Canelo won. I have to watch it again, but with no audio because I know the broadcasters were all against Canelo. They were all against him all week from the rivals. So I don't expect anything different.
Mayweather has made his stance in the pound-for-pound debate very clear, naming Terence Crawford as the #1 fighter in the world today. After Crawford's brilliant performance against Canelo Alvarez, Mayweather praised his skills, discipline, and ability to dominate across multiple weight divisions. To Mayweather, being pound for pound isn't just about collecting titles. It's about consistently proving superiority against the best fighters. He believes Crawford has done exactly that. By defeating top champions and staying undefeated, Crawford has secured his place as the man to beat in modern boxing.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as #1.
Crawford has long admired Mayweather's approach to boxing. Not only his skills inside the ring, but also the way he managed his career and built his legacy. Over time, that admiration grew into a real connection between the two. Mayweather has often given Crawford small pieces of advice, and Crawford takes them seriously, applying them rather than just listening. Their relationship shows a deeper bond built on ambition, legacy, and a shared understanding of what it truly takes to become great in the sport.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boss. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd. Nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Recently, Canelo made a surprising admission during a press conference, saying, "I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather." This comment stood out because Alvarez had suffered his first career defeat to Mayweather back in 2013, when he was just 23 and still undefeated. Crawford's performance against him was nothing short of brilliant, showing faster hands, sharper footwork, and precise tactics to outbox Canelo over 12 rounds. Even after moving up 2 weight divisions, Crawford managed to neutralize Alvarez's power with smart defense and accurate counterattacks.
With Fight Hub TV right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Champ, first off, I want to thank you for the illustrious career that you have given us in the game. You've been a steadfast professional in the way that you conducted yourself, and I want to thank you on behalf of all of the boxing media.
Thank you, sir.
Number
my
2,
pleasure.
Champ, I wanted to ask you, this was a fight that we haven't seen from you before. We've never seen you have the sustained and prolonged frustration during the fight. Was there a point in time where you figured that this just wasn't going to be my night? And if you did, when did that happen?
No, I never thought that. I always try. All the rounds I try, but you need to accept it, right? Sometimes you cannot go, and I try all the rounds. I never think about that because, imagine, so I cannot think in that way. But I try my best tonight.
And lastly for me, Champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, responded with criticism to Canelo's statement. He suggested that Canelo only praised Crawford to raise his status, making his own loss look more respectable. Jeff pointed out that Canelo's defeat to Floyd happened when Canelo was in his prime, not when Mayweather was past his best. He also pushed back on comparisons of defense, saying that while Crawford is very skilled, Floyd's defensive ability is still on another level.
Well, also if we remember, Canelo at that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
what was Canelo? What, 20-something? 20 what? 23, 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game,
very
obviously.
Young, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah,
to a man that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people.
How you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, so, and that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
Want to
make himself look like he did something great.
Crawford's victory over Canelo, Mayweather's bold praise, and even Canelo's shocking admission have set the boxing world on fire. The debates are hotter than ever. Who truly deserves a pound-for-pound crown? One thing's for sure. The story of greatness is still being written, and fans everywhere are glued to every chapter. So, what do you think? Has Crawford already surpassed Mayweather's legacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to share, and subscribe for more explosive boxing breakdowns.